two of the games that I got really interested in when I was younger, and of course still kind of am if I'm making videos about them and selling them, is Star Wars miniatures game and the Star Wars CCG. Star Wars CCG was first. So what I've done is I've made a group on Facebook, and I'll post a link for people who might be interested in both. Maybe you're really into Star Wars CCG and played a little bit of miniatures, or vice versa, or you were really into both, or maybe you were only into one but are interested in the other now a few years later. So I hope you check that out if you're interested. The first thing we did in that group was take a poll opening a Rebel Storm booster pack or a Tatooine booster pack, and at least for this first poll, the Rebel Storm booster pack won pretty handily. There's three different varieties, so we're going to set the Tatooine aside maybe some other time. Three different varieties, and you got Han, Boba Fett, and the Stormtrooper. Pretty sure, I don't know if I ever actually bought a Rebel Storm booster. I think I got into the game around Universe, which was the fourth set, and that kind of introduced Dash Rendar and Brent Chizor and other characters. Like it introduced New Republic and Yuuzhan Vong characters, which I thought was pretty neat. Star Wars CCG never got around to that because of when they lost the license. But pretty sure if I had gone into a store, picked a pack, it would have been Boba Fett. So that's the one I'll go with. And 12 packs in a box, so I got the rest of the box off to my left here. But I believe there was 4 very rares and 8 rares in every box. So there's I guess a 1 in 3 chance that we'll get a very rare in here. It'll be 2 uncommons, 4 commons, and 1 rare or very rare. I don't open these too often, so I think I was told it's better to open them from the bottom. Got a pretty good deal on a couple of sealed booster boxes. Alright. Didn't do too hot with that, but... Okay, there we go. So that wasn't so bad. And I don't know what comes at the top, rares or the commons and uncommons, but starting out with a Bespin Guard. So this is Rebel Storm in the first set, so there's not going to be too many abilities that these guys have. I think they get a bonus to their defense if they're in cover, advantageous cover. Oh, those are the cards, so I won't pull those out yet. Our next card is another common, Wookiee Soldier. They had 30 HP and terrible defense, but they can at least take a couple hits. Hopefully quick enough to get up to a Stormtrooper to beat him up. Our next piece is an uncommon, Ithorian what is it? Ithorian Soldier? Oh, Scout. He had stealth, so a cheap character with stealth. Hard to hit him from a distance. And the number 36 Stormtrooper, they made 3 different sculpts. That's number 36. He's kind of the most boring one. There's one where he's holding a gun out in front of his body, another where he's holding the gun up by his eyes like he's aiming. Okay. Ooh. Alright, I think I found the rare. I'm gonna set that one off to the side. Alright. Let's see what else we got. So I could feel the rare without seeing it, so maybe that's a hint for some of you what's coming, or at least the type of mini that's coming. Gamorrean Guard is our second uncommon, and I think we got one more common or uncommon in here. Alright, we got a Rebel Trooper. So a lot of basic characters, which makes sense for the first set. Pretty cool sculpts. I think they did a good job with how the miniatures look and all that. Our rare card, or sorry, I'm so used to opening CCG packs on here. Our rare is a Wampa, which is awesome to get. There's any of these non-unique rares or very rares. They're pretty valuable and pretty useful, so it's awesome to get another Wampa. Not super good in the game, but it's a neat looking piece. And let's take a look at the cards. I've made a few Wampa Swarms before. There's some commanders that actually help out Savage characters pretty good. So let's take a look at the cards, and then we'll wrap up this opening. Bespin Guard, yeah, that advantageous cover, so not as good as a Stormtrooper or a Rebel Trooper, but he is fringe, and he has one good ability, so he probably doesn't have as many commander effects that affect him depending on the circumstances. Like, lots of times only troopers get certain commander effects. So Stormtrooper compared to Rebel Troopers are a bit more accurate, but they have much lower defense than a Stormtrooper. And the Rebel Commander gives them +2 attack, Rebel Officer I think it is, whereas a Stormtrooper Commander gives his guys +3 attack, but only if they don't move. So kind of makes sense that the Rebels, needing to hit and run instead of just go into a pitched battle because they were usually less armored and armed. That kind of makes sense. There's our Wampa. We'll get him last. Wookiee Soldier. Oh, he cost 7 points. I thought he was 6, but yeah, pretty low defense. So he's got to charge in, but hey, if he can run in and hit a Stormtrooper, which I guess he has about a 50-50 chance of doing, a little bit better than that, and if he can cleave right through him and hopefully kill another one. So neat piece, but if you're against any kind of good shooting piece at all, you're in trouble. There's the Ithorian Scout. Oh, I forgot he had Cunning Attack, so really low defense, but his goal is to sneak up and attack somebody before you can get close enough to him to take advantage of his low defense. Basically, it's like a lot of the role-playing games. You roll a d20, add your attack. If it's more than the defense, it hits, does damage to their hit points. Morgan Guard. I forgot these didn't. I thought these had Bodyguard, but I guess not. So they can't really guard Jabba. But alright, so they have a potential of doing 30 damage with pretty low attack. And then the Wampa. So decent attack, double attack, melee attack. Savage is kind of rough because you have to move up to an enemy. You can't hide behind cover if that's a good idea, if you want to do that. But that's kind of cool, the Rend idea. If you hit both of your double attacks, it does +20 on the second one. So very happy to get a Wampa. There's not that many pieces that are better to get than a Wampa. Probably the Emperor Palpatine would be one, and the 2 speeder bikes, the Rebel or the Imperial Scout on the speeder bike. And of course Boba Fett is better. Probe Droid's probably about the same, maybe a little worse. But yeah, definitely one of the top 10, probably top 5 pieces in the set. So very lucky to get that out of my first booster. So hope you enjoyed this booster pack opening, and I hope you tune in for the next one. Whether you're interested in Star Wars CCG or Star Wars Minis, I'll be having hopefully quite a bit of both on the channel coming up. Thanks for watching.